What's up troopers, my name is Neon and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the OG God gun in Battlefield 2042. This gun has been absolutely amazing, and the thing is, this gun is your default weapon. This is actually the weapon where you start with when it comes to this game, especially in the assault class, and that is the M5A3. This gun is just perfect, especially if you want to return to it, and it's also really good for people who have just started playing the game. So before we go into depth about this weapon, make sure to subscribe to the channel, of course leave a like, thank you very much. The current stats for this weapon is firepower 50, accuracy at 59, with a range of 53, with a handling of 39, with a rate of fire of 750, with a max magazine count at 40. With this weapon, there's a couple of combos you can actually go for. You can go for a really fast firing rate weapon, or you can go and slow it down. For me personally, what I do like using for this weapon is actually the slow rate of fire. If I do that, I feel like I can perform way more better at distance. Really good when it comes to medium range, and if you tap fire to the perfect distance, you could do okay at long range too. But it's going to be obviously a little bit tricky at them ranges, so medium range to close range is perfect for this weapon. Currently what I'm rocking with this weapon is the normal dart sight. This is my go-to sight. This is your smallest sight. It's only a 1.25x. But it's perfect for them close range gunfights. If you're struggling with visibility, then you can use the 1.25 thermal sight. I've actually been going around with this quite a lot actually, and it's been a lot of fun. Just because like you can just go around and actually have no problem seeing all the enemies. If you're going to capture a flag and there's a lot of trees and cover, you can use the thermal sight to pinpoint where them enemies are. The best thing about thermal is no one can hide. My go-to when it comes to my muzzle is actually the tactical compensator. The tactical compensator is going to be really good when it comes to your weapon accuracy. It's going to keep you more consistent. But the only thing you do lose is recoil control, so you have to be careful the way you spray this weapon. So your weapon's going to have a little bit more of a kick, but you're going to stay more consistent when it comes to your bullets. So the straighter you shoot, the more consistent you can be. But because of that recoil's a lot more higher, maybe tap fire, especially if it comes to medium to longer ranges. If you want to go anything close quartered, then I prefer to use the short end barrel. What's going to be good about this is it's actually going to increase the rate of fire. So originally it was 750 and you increase it by 860. That's a 110 rate of fire boost. But there is a con because of that, and that is your project velocity. So do not be using this at longer ranges because it's going to be a lot more difficult, so you have to aim a lot more higher to get that target from that distance. On the bottom side of the plus menu, I'm actually using the laser sight. The laser sight is going to actually help you out with your recoil control, so it's basically just going to balance it, or if you use using the tactical compensator, because it loses the recoil control on the tactical compensator, but it benefits it on the laser sight, so it makes it a perfect balance. And what's really good about using a laser sight anyway is if you're going into them gunfights and it's very close quartered, then hip firing while moving is going to get more accuracy because of that laser sight. So there's going to be times where you don't need to worry about aiming, because if there's a lot of enemies, maybe spraying and praying by hip firing is going to be absolutely fine. But if you do want to get some more accuracy, then I suggest to be using the BCG light grip, as that's going to increase your aimed eyesight accuracy. But this is the thing, if you do use the BCG light grip, you are going to lose that hip fire accuracy, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it's good to switch between the two, between on your gunfights. So if you've got a longer distance gunfights, maybe use the BCG light grip. If you're going close quartered, then use the laser sight. And when it comes to magazines in this game, I'm using the standard issue extended. This is going to give you 40 rounds. What's the most rounds with this gun? But as I said before, if you wanted to use that different muzzle and you want to use the short end barrel, then I suggest to use the close combat, because what's good about the close combat is it's going to increase the rate of fire even more. So if you use the short end barrel, then you're going to increase the rate of fire, and then use the close combat, you're going to also increase the rate of fire. So that gun's going to shoot 10 times more quicker. So if you do that combo, you're going to have a really fast firing rate weapon. And that's what's so good about this weapon, is because you can increase the rate of fire to make it so good at long range and close range. And then my last one's just the standard issue. I prefer to use the standard issue because this is just going to give you perfect balance, and of course it gives you 30 rounds. If I wanted to use a high powered, it was only going to have 20 bullets, so I felt like the standard issue was my perfect choice. Especially if I run out of all the other magazine stuff, then I really need to be using the standard issue. And there we go troopers, that's the tips and tricks for the best setup for the M5A3, a really good gun, and I know a lot of people are going to have a fun with this gun because it's the main go-to gun anyway, because it's your first weapon you unlock in the assault class. Anyway troopers, thank you very much for listening to me talk. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and be a part of the Pink Wig Army. I'll see you on the battlefield.